guys, it's another episode on Johnny Matters, and my name is Yetunde Ainde, but you can call me Yati and like the usual thing. I never walk alone. Hi.
Hi to everyone. It's a beautiful time, and we are glad for everything that you've been doing for us. Your liking, your sharing, your comment. It has been a wonderful uh, response from you, and I want to welcome you once again to another episode. I still remember myself. Mr. Nikon, the gentle one, the gentle soul, your friend, man with high level of integrity and sincerity. We're going to give it back to you today.
It is where Mr. Nikon started. I'm like, okay. How is this going?
Things are changing. It's a
Yeah.
new season.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so today we'll be talking about something, a story actually that I heard of, and it's a very funny story. It's a story that would make you annoyed. It's a story that you would learn from, and honestly, we need your honest opinion. So the story is these people were married. This couple were married, and the man sponsored this lady through school. She had a master's, she had PhD and everything. Then they got divorced. And then the man went to a school to get a certificate. Meanwhile, this lady has not gotten a certificate yet. So the man went to a school to get a certificate, and on getting there, he got the certificate. Meanwhile, this woman went back to school eventually to get a certificate. But they told her that they cannot give another certificate because her husband already came to collect a certificate. Now, the reason why this man went to collect the certificate is because they are divorced, and he said he was one that sent her to school. So the certificate actually belongs to him and not to her. And that it is his name that is on the certificate. So, as a married woman, you hear
Yeah,
so and so, and then the
yeah,
man's name.
yeah.
So he said, since it is his name that is on the certificate belongs to him. And now I'm trying to think of it. If I'm in that woman's shoes,
That's what
how
I
would
going.
I
What are you
react?
going to do? Mm.
Ha! The Olokpamako everybody. That is justice. Olokpamako everybody. Because all the things that I can think of right now that I'm going to do, they are criminal acts. And I won't want to share that. But really, I think I would get him arrested first off. If I want to go the legal way, which is
Yeah,
the right
which
thing
is the
to
right
do.
thing.
Yeah, I'm going to arrest him. No, before even arresting him, I will go to him. I'll talk to him like a normal human being,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then request for my certificate. Please, can I have my certificate? You did not go to school on my behalf. Yes, I had your surname on it. Don't worry. Just let that one go like that, like that.
He paid for it. I think that was part of.
Yeah, he paid for it, so
Okay.
we were married.
Okay. Sure.
As the man of the house, you're supposed to provide.
Mm,
You
exactly.
provided for me. You provided me going to school. You provided the fee for me to go to school. So is that the end of the world? No, you were supposed to provide for me and you did it. You were in a hurry to marry me. My parents could have sent me to school, but then you said you wanted to marry me and then you took provisions for it. So why are you taking my certificate? So I'm going to talk to him like a normal person first. And then if he decides not to act like a normal person,
Yeah.
then I'll get him arrested.
But sincerely speaking, I don't know what is going through that man's head. To me, it is totally wrong.
Mm.
Um, and I think we are having a lot of premature people now
Getting married,
getting
yeah.
married because there are something that we expect you to have overcome before getting married. These are normal, simple life. Because to me, I don't see any sense in it. And it's not, that kind of attitude is actually that person's attitude. That's who
Yeah.
he is.
I think the woman didn't just notice, or she didn't know it was going to go to that extreme.
That's extreme.
Because certificate is not useful for you. That is one thing we need to
You know,
talk about.
people are like that in relationship, even amongst friends, among people that you are close with. You
Yeah.
see them, if any issues happen like that, they would always want to claim anything and everything that he had given to you before. But I
Oh,
look at it like it is uncalled for.
it is
It is
immaturity. It
immaturity
is
and
pettiness that is worrying such a person.
definitely.
It is what else? Selfishness. So meaning when you give me this thing, you didn't give me with your whole
Oh,
heart.
oh no, not at
It
all.
means you gave it to me with the aim of eventually, I'm going to retrieve this thing. Because when I give you something, it means I've given you.
Exactly.
You can't tell me that you want to come back and come back. As how
So
I've seen videos
mm,
online of people breaking up,
yeah,
especially like youths breaking up, and then this particular video, this guy went with soldiers to the babe's house to go and pack.
to pack everything.
Ah,
It's something
nobody should
that
try that with
I
me.
think people don't really understand the full interpretation of relationship and also the full meaning of love. Because when you lack that true definition, it's going to show in the way you reacted to some certain issues.
Hmm.
When we talked about love, love is like giving everything
You
at the
have
detriment of your own peace or irrespective of what it's going to take you. That is love. And that was exactly what Jesus Christ did,
did,
right?
yeah.
He knew that people are going to beat him, spat at him, did all things for him. But at the end of it, he still showed that compassion. That is true definition of love. So now the fact that maybe the other party is the one that goofed or whatever situation that might have happened between the two parties, it is not, it doesn't make any sense for you now to be laying claim on all good deed that you've done before.
Before.
It doesn't really make any sense because all that you are doing it wholeheartedly. You are doing it without expecting any return. You are not expecting anything. You are just doing your own normally. So now, if you are doing it without expecting any return from the other party, then such situation will not happen. But we just realize, we live in a society whereby people don't want to do something outrightly. They
Mm.
want to do it and expecting dividend immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
And it's what is actually affecting us. Somebody that, I've seen a lot of people, even divorcing, and they are saying, no, I'm going to get everything that belongs to me and all like that. Most especially to my gender. You see men laying claim that, hey, I'm the father of the house. This, I'm the owner of this, I did that. There is something that we need to understand. The fact that you are the one paying
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you are the one paying it.
Hmm.
Why? Because the woman would have contributed.
Yeah.
But based on the relationship, the responsibility, you've automatically deprived her of
Mm.
some certain thing that she would have done
Done, yeah.
by herself. And that depriving is money on its own. So if I'm not doing something, maybe you are owing me, and my time I gave it to you, I could not do what I intend to do for myself. Outrightly, that's a commitment. So I think we need to understand there are a lot of things that people need to understand about woman management, keeping relationship and having a genuine love with your fellow friends or the partner. The certificate now, I don't know what the man actually wanted with
Actually,
the
it is
certificate for.
not useful for him. He just wants to use it to punish this woman.
That's the thing. What
He
kind
just
of
wants to punish.
punishment? The man will be feeling like, Odemari. You understand?
Yeah.
You are going to see
You
it. It
see,
doesn't make any sense. We must not put the law into our own end. And now, if the woman should go and arrest him, definitely the man will go to jail.
of course, because that is like that's theft, and then you actually even lied to the school that she wasn't feeling well.
You
Meanwhile,
lied,
there
so
was nothing wrong with her, and then you lied to gain the certificate. So it's pretty much theft. And then you mentioned something about the fact that couples divorcing, and then this they will say, "Oh," it brings me to the conclusion of this is why certain women do certain things. Now, for example, if someone is going to buy anything for me, so you're going to buy me a house, you're going to buy me a car, you're going to buy me a phone, anything that is like actually worthy. I would want my name to be on the receipt. So that tomorrow, if you want to do anyhow, I tell you that it's my name that is on the
And
receipt.
I'm not going to blame you for asking for that, because when you look at the societies and some certain incidents
Mm.
that had happened, everybody would always want to play safe.
Save here.
You know, it's a total disgrace, and it's an insult on the person that is asking for return, on his or her personality. And it is an insult on the person that they are shouting on,
On
that you have to return
here.
this, you have to do this, you have to do that. It is prematurity, and it doesn't really make any sense to me. I think we should be able to, what you cannot give,
Don't
and let
don't
go.
don't
Don't
bother. Don't
bother.
bother.
Now, the man that we were talking about, if the man is asking the woman to pay him back for the tuition fee, that one is it's okay. If you want your
If you
money
want your
back,
money back, that one
that
can
one
be
is fine.
arranged. It
But
can be
we are talking
arranged.
about certificate. You do not read for her. You know, writing the exam, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
The school stress and everything, you were not there. Going up and down and everything, you were not there. You can imagine how stressful the woman, to write exam, to do project, to do all of those things. What want to do? You just go ahead and get the certificate. To me,
It's the woman I
it,
blame, to be honest.
sincerely speaking,
I blame no,
it's abnormal.
I blame the woman. Let me tell you why I blame the woman. On your primary school certificate, you had your father's name on it. Your secondary school certificate, you had your father's name on it. Your first degree, you had your father's name. Why can't you just continue with your father's name?
One thing about once you get married,
Yeah,
naturally there is a wedding certificate,
yeah.
and that certificate, you can actually use it. You can do change of name.
On certain things,
So
for certain things, you should not do change of name.
no, you have to do the change of names
Why?
because you are Mrs. That is part of.
I am Mrs., but that doesn't mean I should necessarily now change everything.
Once you are bearing that
If she
surname,
did not
uh,
change her name,
she has been,
no,
changing of
Mr.
name
Nikon,
with
if she did not change her name,
it's another ball game.
if she
That's
did
what you are
not,
saying, right?
yeah, if she didn't change her name, he would not have the right to go back to that school to say he wants to claim certificate because he was the one that paid for it.
No. This is the thing. No. They did not issue the certificate or giving the certificate to the
Yeah,
man based on the name.
yeah, I
The
understand.
certificate was given to that man because
Of the lie he told.
on the form that the woman filled, the
Yeah,
husband is the next of
next of
kin.
kin.
And they knew that he's actually the husband, because for you to go to a school or any organization claiming that you are the spouse,
Yeah,
there are some certain evidence that they would
you
want
would.
you to,
Yeah.
so I presume that the man met all those requirements and all like that, even if they are not bearing the same surname. They didn't know all of these things in the school. I
But
think
then,
they knew later when the woman returned back to the school that I
okay,
want to get my certificate, and they
and
started
then,
narrating the whole story.
but Mr. Nikon, if she didn't change her the surname,
Yeah.
if she was still wearing her father's name, you won't have that thought that, oh, I want to go and collect the
The
certificate.
man said,
Even if he
wait,
had the thought that, okay, because I was the one that paid this school fees,
yeah.
I'll punish you. See, Mr.
The
Nikon,
man,
the lawsuit is so going to be interesting because the reason why I will sue him is it your name or your father's name that's on this certificate?
it is funny, irrespective of whether the wife is bearing his father's surname or the husband's son. To me, the man doesn't have any right to do
It
that.
doesn't. It
You
doesn't. It
could
definitely
see some
doesn't.
high level of illiteracy in his attitude. So the man is an illiterate,
You'll be
and I don't
funny.
know who is advising him. It's what I don't know,
Exactly.
because it is uncalled for. Okay, the man said, before I married you, you did not have this certificate. Now you got this certificate in my home. So I need to take you, since you want to go your way. Okay, everything that we had together, we are breaking it, we are separating it. So,
why didn't they separate their children?
I don't know.
Why didn't they separate the house?
Definitely they will separate the house. If somebody that can get the certificate would definitely want to claim everything.
Someone like that should rot in jail, to be honest.
And I think this is one of the things that most people are fixing. Most women are passing through, because I've
Yeah.
seen somebody that is even so close to me that the husband got a car for her,
Mm.
and when the saga arose, he said, "No, I'm going to get my car back," and he eventually got the car back from
That
the
is
woman.
because
It,
it is his name that is on the receipt.
it is something else, and it is, to me, I'm going to call it self-centered.
Mm.
What, see, it is not something we should be discussing in the society, but it happened everywhere. Even we live with this attitude to the extent that when you see people traveling out of the country, if they have any issues in abroad, you see the wife or the other party saying that, no, your permit that you are using, it's on my profile. So if we
Mm.
are losing it, then I'm going to cut off
Cut,
your document and
yeah.
everything. You see this kind of wickedness and some kind of attitude, trying as much as possible to reduce the person into
Into,
your own
yeah.
custody or wherever, and you don't want them to move beyond where they are. So that was why I said it's actually wickedness for me.
Yes, it
For me.
is wickedness. I think I agree with you on that one. And it even starts from Wawa little.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is as bad as you and your siblings sharing something, and then the next minute you're fighting, and the next thing is, give me the sweet I gave
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Give
yeah.
me
Exactly,
the son I gave it
exactly,
to you just now. So like,
exactly.
as parents, if you see like such attitude in your kids, like at a tender age, it is best you start correcting it so they
Yeah,
don't like eventually grow up
yeah,
into
yeah,
with that behavior, and then they now start exhibiting that behavior to outsiders, because that's why you'll be in a relationship for whatever weeks, whatever
yeah,
years, and then this person buys you something, and then the next minute you're like, "Oh,
yeah.
since we've broken up, can I have, what do I want to use it for?" Okay, so let's assume I buy you clothes. Do
Mm-hmm.
I want to wear men's clothes?
So some people are so wicked. They will tell you that, okay, this clothes, I would rather take it to burn it or even
Why
throw
am
it
why am
away,
I
or
wasting money? Why am I wasting money? I
just
don't
because they
want
want to
to.
mess the person up.
There are other ways to mess somebody up that it does not include you by collecting everything you bought for the person. Like, acting like the person does not even exist safe is enough, like more than enough.
Exactly,
Like
exactly. Silent.
you are seeing the person, and then it's more like the person is invisible. Like, bro, I can't see. Are
And
you
to me,
there?
it's even an high level of maturity. We even had value
To
to
you.
you. You look at the person and you just, okay, because you are bigger than that thing. What you can buy for somebody, that means you are bigger than something. So why do you have to get it back again, trying to punish your friends or your spouse or whoever? It is not normal, and I think people should be able to learn and do more and more. And for those young people outside there, like what you said the other time, it all begins from the grassroots.
Mm.
And I think we parents need to do more. When you are seeing some kind of trait in your child or your children, then it's something that you must not trivialize. It's something that you need to, address immediately, because it grows like that and you
Unlike
become part
that,
of them,
yeah.
and
And they feel it's
they feel
right.
it's right. You see, it happens in higher institutions. You have an issue with your friend, the next thing you see them, okay, no, get me that thing, not the
Clothes
clothes.
I gave you, yeah,
You
bring it. I'm
understand,
like, bro.
it is not okay. I think there is something that happened when I was in school then. A practical manual, somebody bought it for my friend, and we were like five, and we had issues, and the person that bought the practical manual for the guy is saying, I'm the one that gave you this practical manual. The
So
practical manual, he bought the practical manual, and we've recorded the practicals and everything on that manual, but we have not submitted the
so
stuffs.
what does that?
And he took the manual and he turned it. So the guy had to start all over again. So people are like that. People can go, you see people taking off whatever they get for you, damaging it, destroying it, or because they are saying, no, I don't want to have anything to do with you again. You can't gain anything from me, and everything you've gained before, I'm going to destroy and terminate everything. It is prematurity.
In
It is. It
I
is.
would rather leave it with you, and then for every time you see it, you get to remember
That's
me.
what we are
Like you
saying.
get but when I retrieve all these things from you, I don't have anything I want to use it for. One,
Yeah.
two, I now start remembering you. So I got you a phone,
Yeah.
and I don't have, obviously I can't throw the phone away, obviously, and I don't have anybody to give it to.
Exactly.
So maybe months after, maybe I've gotten over that
Yeah.
person, and then I see the phone somewhere in my house, and then
Exactly.
I now sit and say, oh, this phone belongs to, oh, I bought it for someone, someone.
Exactly.
This my friend, can you call? There's no point.
Do you remember a story? I think there was a story like that. I think there was a time we had a session when we talk on that particular story, and I think it's similar to this too. A situation whereby the couples traveled to UK,
Mm.
and I think an issue came up between the two party. The I think the wife said he doesn't want anything to do with the husband
Oh,
again
because of a child that
because
he brought
no, not that one. He doesn't want anything to do with the child again and the husband
again,
again,
yeah.
and because of that, he said he is going to report to the home office
Oh
that they
yeah, yeah,
should,
yeah. Deport him and
they should detach him from our own profile,
profile, and that means
and
they both came back home.
yes, because the husband also said, okay, if that is what you want to do, then the husband went back to the home office
I said
again
the
and said
result.
the
Our result
result
is fake. Yeah,
that
I
he
remember.
you could see, fighting, the end result is not always nice.
Mm.
Something that we could settle amicably among ourselves. It is high level of maturity. We don't have to go gaga doing something that doesn't make any sense to prove that we are wise. There's no wisdom in it. There's no wisdom in it because the impact, the implication, the trauma and everything you are going to put the other party into, it could be internal. It could be eternal. Maybe the person that asked for the certificate, probably she got a job that they needed to submit the certificate with immediate
Yeah,
effect.
and you just made her
And you
lose
you
it.
just made her losing that particular job. Do you think the person will forgive you forever?
Nah.
No, even the children will not forgive you because you've actually deprived their mom in getting the destined job, probably that she desired to get. So what you cannot give outrightly, my own counsel, don't even give it out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Mr. Nikon with that. Whatever it is you can, you know that you're not giving out wholeheartedly. That you know you would come back to say, "Oh yeah, give me back." Don't bother. And you can either act matured, and
Yeah,
if that is your kind of person, just let it go. You don't need it.
exactly.
You don't need it because if
Exactly.
you need it, you will not give it to that person. So obviously you don't need it. So there's no point collecting it back. There's no point. I don't see any reason why you want that person's belongings with you, or
Yeah.
you want to burn or
Yeah.
ruin that person's property. So just let it go. On this note, yes, we would wrap things up. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. We really, 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 really love you and appreciate you. Please do well to share this link with your loved ones, your family, your friends, and also your enemies, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
my name is
nice.
Yetunde Ainte, but you can call me Yeti. And on this note, we say
Bye.
bye.